was good. I don't think we were actually, like, I know we've done these streams before, but before, I feel it was like, we just kind of just soloed over each other. It was like the first time we've actually, first time we've ever actually jammed.
Original composition.
Live on air. Original Lukey's folk composition that's actually an Earl Sweatshirt song, I think.
No. That was a different one. That was a different
okay. Never mind.
one.
I don't know any of his songs, so you said that, and I was like, oh, that's actually kind of a
I recommend.
guitar riff. Maybe I should
Earl
check it out.
Sweatshirt's good.
Yeah.
No, there's a different riff that we were playing that sounded like Riot.
Cool.
Good song.
Also have to check that out.
Yeah.
So,
cool.
How's it going? Whole bunch of friends here. Ryan, Robbie, Scott, Anthony. What's up? Andy.
What's up?
All the friends.
New mod
alert.
Alex.
New mod alert.
Alex, can you...
What does that mean?
Okay, he doesn't know.
Oh, he doesn't know what it means.
Welcome, Anthony, to the mod crew. Oh, Anthony.
Oh, is that Kyle? Maybe Kyle's commenting on our YouTube.
Anthony, are you a mod now? What's up, everybody?
Maybe. Could be. Or Derek.
Okay.
Yeah, our new marketing department friend, Derek Westrow, which is funny because we have two Dereks here and they have East and West in their last names. But Derek is here. Derek's hanging out with us tonight. Yep. Hello. I don't know if you can see him back there if you put the camera. You don't have the backwards camera tonight? Oh, yeah, we don't have the backwards camera. Never mind, sorry. I just screwed the camera guys over.
Come up here and say what's up.
Come say hello. Hi. Come stand in front of the camera really awkwardly. Lean in front of it. Lean in front of it just so your face pops out the corner.
Make sure you
lean.
You
look really weird.
Lean into their mics and
also
say
be
hello.
out of focus. Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
Awesome.
That's great.
That was exactly what we hoped for.
Everyone, welcome Derek.
Welcome, Derek. Yeah, he's going to be doing a bunch of work with us here in the studio and with Revv, and we are stoked to have him on board. So thanks for hanging out. How's everyone doing tonight? Not in Derek voice. Yeah.
Close enough. Close enough.
Feeling good.
Get him, FaceTime him in just to say that.
Couldn't find the YouTube link. Interesting, Dave. I know there was StreamYard kind of glitched out earlier and made a different stream that I should have deleted. I double checked, but let us know if you're watching on YouTube and let us know that it's good to go. I can see some of the YouTube icons there.
Yeah. We also don't have good Wi-Fi right now either.
Yeah, maybe just double check. I think that was why StreamYard actually glitched out because something was going on with the internet while Brent was here.
Yeah, it's been weird.
Let us know if you're on YouTube. And yeah, it is actually spelled the same way as Derek as well. More good.
Yeah.
Got two Dereks. Any other doubles? One was to Luke's.
Yeah.
Right. Luke Anderson worked here for a bit.
Yeah. There were two Sams, but the other Sam worked at HD.
Yeah. In
the same building, so I guess that doesn't really count.
Yeah. There's a Lucas at HD.
Lucas, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. A lot of the same names. There we go. YouTube's working. Robbie says, okay. Yeah, we're checking out. Sorry, guys. I'll say, in this area in general, there's been a lot of shoddy internet stuff recently that we actually had our IT guy in yesterday and today trying to figure it out. And it unfortunately is not anything on our end. So if it's lagging out, we apologize.
Yeah.
Bear with us there. But yeah, we're trying our best to figure it out. But unfortunately, out in the country, in Manitoba in the winter,
yeah, it's not good.
It's really not super great. So thanks for looking real bad. There we go.
What's everybody drinking tonight?
Yeah, what's everyone drinking tonight?
I have a Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Pabst Blue Ribbon? Is that what you're going with? Out
yeah.
of all the things that we have, where's the PB? I actually haven't cracked it yet, but I have the Good Neighbor Hazy Pale, trying to rep the local beers, but
sweet.
I don't know where they're actually located, but I had them at the, where they do like the beer can, like the outdoor garden, kind of like on Osborne there, and they had like a truck set up.
Cool.
Which is where I first had them. But yeah, it seems like there's a lot of really great kind of like crafts in the peg.
Yeah, yeah, especially recently, a lot of new ones have come up. So
yeah, it seems like in the past like couple. I mean, there was always like Fort Garry and Half Pints and stuff. Like those are kind of like the OG breweries,
the classics.
Yeah, and then Farmery was going there because they did was it the Shark Tank thing? Something like that. I forget. Like it wasn't Dragon. I forget which one's the Canadian one. Dragon's Den or Shark Tank, one of the two. But yeah, and then now there's like a lot that are like really, really good. I feel like also like the taproom thing is like just super cool right now. Like even it's not like with food, but just like snacks. You can just kind of walk in and just like a couple like stand-up tables, and just chill and have some beers. Like that's definitely in right now as well. But
yeah, that's like Kilter. Kilter has like hot dogs and like
peppers. Killed. Oh yeah, man, got a lot. Absolutely. Send us a pack of Alex. Sorry, I know you're working on something there. Can you move that over just a bit? Try to send you guys a pack of the Rush beer. Apparently, it's illegal to ship alcohol from here to there. What?
Interesting.
In Canada? That's
Sounds
weird
like you
because
got a job here
you
then.
could actually ask Dave because David Hogan, who actually commented directly underneath you, sent us a bunch of beer from. I guess it was. I'm not sure if it was the college that you went to, but they actually have like a brewing program, and they sent us from there. He did ship them within Canada, so if you did that, Dave,
From Ontario
let
too, I
Robbie
think.
know how, because that would be great for Derek to have on the stream. Would be the Rush beer, the beer of his favorite band. So, yeah.
Cool.
Let your Lagerdale from Flux Brews in Scotland, Ontario.
Scotland, Ontario.
Got- It's a bit of a confusion. Like you look at the, where was it? Like this little region of the States where it's like we're doing a Europe tour, and it's this little region of like the southern states where it's like all these cities that are just named after like European cities, and it's like, yeah, just ran out of ideas like 100 years ago.
Yeah, it's like Miami, Manitoba.
Yeah, exactly. And you go there, and it's like a gas station. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we just ran out of ideas. Started recycling. Even if you look at like the provinces, it's the same way. But
Cool.
yeah.
Where's
Also-
everybody from?
Yeah, where are you guys from? And also a reminder to smash the like button. That helps with YouTube distribution and all that stuff. And also to subscribe, because that also helps. And I think only like 35% of you are subscribed. So you guys should probably maybe get on that a little bit.
Experts say that it's 35%.
Experts say,
Yeah.
based on our analytics. Derek said it. He's the marketing guy. He said it. No.
Yeah, you can blame him now.
Get used to
know what he
being
looks
called
like.
out and blamed for things that probably aren't your fault while you're here.
See, I've gotten used to it, but it's all my fault now.
Luke is used to it. You're used to being
but it's actually my fault most times.
yeah.
At least you know.
Yeah, but that also helps, just because you guys get alerts when we're doing these types of things, and we're definitely trying to get a lot more on the weekly video content. I mean, obviously we do Gear and Beer every Wednesday, whether it's myself and Luke, or Derek and myself, or Derek and Luke, or Bo, or Brad, or any of the guys. Anybody here, really, yeah. All the guys like to jump in.
New York. Nice.
Leduc, Alberta, nice.
Cool.
But yeah, I don't know. We just like to, honestly, like, it's just something we started doing because we saw a lot of other places doing it, and it just seemed like fun. More than anything, it wasn't really like for views or for
just to
any
hang
of that
out.
stuff. It's just like we like messing around with gear and hanging out, and yeah, being able to kind of hang out with our friends here and with you guys every week, kind of get together and chill is great. So I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, it's definitely something I look forward to every week, and we look forward to having you guys here. So seems better on Facebook. That's interesting.
Interesting.
Very interesting. I wonder. Good to know.
Also, somebody said Derek looks a little different.
Different Derek. His beard is more pronounced and he's younger.
He doesn't have a unibrow either.
I did not say that.
Hey, I have it too, so I can say it. I have the unibrow.
It's an East something.
It actually is.
Nice. That's some,
Yeah.
Adrian, Sam, can you please dump the Northern Mahler tune down to standard C standard on one of the guitars? Yeah, dude. It's funny when we actually launched it. Kyle was like I did the launch video song, but when Kyle gave me examples for songs to do for just like a playthrough, and Tomb, just one of the bands that he said to kind of reference. Yeah, usually if I'm doing those videos, like we take suggestions from here, and Kyle often will throw ideas at me, like, how about we do this? What are you saying? Oh, it's Derek. That's who's watching. Hey, I didn't say anything.
Sam said it.
Your nephew said that. You can reprimand him.
It's okay. I have one too.
It makes it okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, Adrian, definitely can do that. I have the Mahler here. We can plug the 7-string in and see how that sounds tonight. But yeah, definitely for a demo, that'd be cool to do.
Or tune in next week, Adrian.
Oh yeah, next week. We'll get to that later. We're gonna have fun next week. We're gonna teach Luke how
Little
heavy
teaser.
tones work. But yeah. Todd from Barrie, what's up, Todd? Thanks for tuning in, man. Always good to see you on here. Was that Daniel? Oh, sorry. My vision got really blurred there for some reason.
It was good eye. Oh, you have a Golf R? Nice. How do you like the Golf R? Those are cool. Cars.
Like I was gonna say, like your car.
My car's not fast.
Your other.
One.
You have a Golf, or do your parents have a?
I'm borrowing a Golf from somebody.
But you got your Subaru back.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did finally get my car back.
Luke's Subi gang.
Yes, I am Subi gang.
Luke got his car back after
7 months, I think.
7 months. Yeah, 7 months getting the claim assessed, which is crazy.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. Kyle, super annoying. It's not super annoying. I like it because like they're not things that I would have thought of otherwise. And like Kyle always has just good ideas for how to nail the tones on the pedals, and it's fun because it like forces me to write outside of what I might want to do, for a demo.
Everybody go join the Facebook group because we actually just started streaming there.
There you go. Facebook group, we're streaming. Also, if you're watching this on the Facebook group, we're trying to get it worked out. I think it's just because there's not a lot of compatibility within it. But your comments we will not see in here. If you have questions you want to ask us, go to YouTube. Or
Is that a live feed of the comments from the group? Okay, cool. Never mind, guys. We got it.
I mean, we can't really see them.
But we won't see them until like way later. We're just going to check them every so often.
We'll check in, but yeah, that's great. Okay, cool.
Cool, we already did the beer segment.
What else are we playing through tonight? We're playing through the D20s tonight, and that is because we are doing G2 versus Tilt. Well, not versus. I guess we just get like earlier this week, like Derek's away for the next bit, so we were just kind of like shooting ideas for what we could do. And this was like generally when we're looking for stream content ideas, we'll just go through service questions that we've got or stuff in the Facebook group, which by the way you should join, the Revv Amplification Community Facebook group. We'll talk about more of that later, but if you haven't joined it, look it up. There's always people hanging out talking here. But yeah, we look at that stuff and try to the stream. And that was one recently that we'd seen a lot was I have a G2, why should I get a Tilt, or vice versa. And although they are firstly, who has either a G2 or a Tilt, I guess. Let's see here, because I know Derek's favorite pedal, Eastfeld, is the G2, because he's a big fan of that channel. I use the G. It's funny because these are the two pedals I actually do use on my board when I'm using a D20, is the G2 and the Tilt, and I use them in different ways. So I'm stoked to show you guys that. But yeah, they are very different pedals. Like they do have a similar amount of gain in terms of like the overall output of the pedals, but they're voiced really differently, and they definitely have a different intention. Yeah. So what are you laughing at?
Just David's. He said, hey, do you guys have a group? We actually do. It's called the Revv Amplification Facebook group.
Do you have a Facebook group? No, we don't. We don't own it. No. Derek owns it.
Yeah, we don't have it. We're just
someone owns it that isn't us, but we're in it. Both the G2 and the Tilt. There you go. I'm curious, David, then, how do you like to use both of them?
Yeah.
Enlighten us. Feel free to let us know, because, I feel like, well, I mean, we can get into it. I generally like to use them in very different ways. One kind of like a channel, and one kind of like a way to boost that channel and get lots of different options. But I have them in my shopping cart. Nice. Saw Derek with the G3 and all his chug.
Yeah, did you guys like that video?
There's going to be some jam and discuss with the chug. You know what? Maybe we should bring that out next week.
Yep, we can do that.
Should, because I mean, we'll shout it again later. But we might do some high gain stuff next week, since this is a little out of that realm. So yeah, maybe we'll grab the chug pedal and bring that on here, because it sounds really good. It's like it does sound really, really good. Like I was really impressed when the guys plugged it in.
Yeah.
Robbie, for anyone wondering, we have a Facebook group. Here's the link.
Oh,
thanks, bye. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it. Robbie Timms,
I surprisingly only have a Tip on my board.
Yeah, you just took the G2 home.
Yeah, I didn't play it, sadly. But
that's okay.
I mean, I've tested so many of them that I know.
Yeah, Luke actually does test a lot of the pedals in the shop that have left, and amps as well. Luke wears many hats in the shop. I feel like a lot of like,
just this one.
Yeah, it is the same too.
It's just this one. It's part of my character.
Same greasy black too.
Okay, it's not greasy. Relax. Yeah, I do a few things.
A couple different things that I make him do when I don't want to do them, or Derek makes him want to do when he doesn't want to do them.
And I'll say yes. I'll say yes, and I'll do it.
But so you've obviously you've spent a lot of time with all of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about getting a G2 for a while now, but
yeah. What do you guys have, and how do you like to use it? For sure, you need both pedals. Why do you need both pedals? Tell us that.
Yeah.
Use the chug pedal. Tilt is last in your chain. That's interesting.
Interesting.
Using the Tilt EQ to make things pretty. G2 for stacking gain. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. I find the G2 to stack really well. That's cool, because that's the opposite of the way that I have it. It's cool to see how different people are.
Oh yeah, I guess you guys
Is he actually bald under there?
No, I actually have a lot of hair.
Oh yeah, you do. I guess you. Oh, there you go.
I've been growing it since grad, so that was almost 2 years now.
Oh yeah, you're like 10 years old. I forgot. Great.
Turning
See, now
20.
I'm the old one. I remember when we were on the stream and Derek was like,
20.
Derek was making fun of me for being like 25. Now I'm 30 and you're freaking 20. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Fuzz or tilt. Okay, cool. And then use the tilt EQ to kind of.
That's a cool idea too. Yeah, use the tilt EQ to kind of like the
like
lows
that.
and the fuzz. That's a really cool idea, Anthony. And Anthony, you always have ideas. This is good.
I have my tilt first in chain.
Tilt is tilt out of my. I mean, like have a compressor before.
Oh, me too.
But for drive pedals, it is first, and I think it's because I like the way that the boost hits everything else basically.
Yeah.
Like it kind of just remains on. But Kurt Cobain over here, not quite. Yeah, just gotta play that thing backwards.
You have to get those extra
It's two in tune.
That's about the same amount of verb he would use too, right, Luke?
And chorus. Yeah, well, no chorus. Did Sean Tubbs style his hair after you, Luke? Yes, Sean's hair. Sean, if you're watching,
Yeah.
you heard it here. Sean's hair is styled after Luke's.
I mean, I didn't say it.
Not the opposite way.
I didn't say it.
Sean has reached pony status or like bun status now, and
So
it's
have I.
sick. He did it in the last Revv Time video, and I was like, that is a flex. That is sick. But
You guys got to watch the new Rev Time video. It's Danger Zone solo.
yeah,
Down.
he definitely did that despite me.
Yeah.
After last week's stream.
I was tempted
It
to.
was funny because he said the video, and I was just like, oh, damn it, it's good. But yeah, he did the Dan Huff solo in Danger Zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
I like the thumbnail. It's so funny.
It's great.
It's just him as Tom Cruise.
Dorian did that, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Also, yeah, another reminder, I mean, I know a lot of you guys know, but Sean does weekly videos for us, Rev Time, which is Sean's weekly segment, covering a whole bunch of stuff from how our gear works to different tones, to different styles of playing, to just general informative. Like Sean basically just dropping knowledge bombs every week for everybody.
Yeah.
Is what it is. And it's all super informative.
Yep.
And Sean's such a humble guy and such a great player. So make sure usually they've been coming on Mondays. We try to get them up on Monday or Tuesday. But yeah, make sure to check those out because I always learn something every week when we're uploading them, and it's awesome. Kind of forces me to realize how much work I have to do as a guitar player to be like Sean Tubbs. Yeah. I saw the video of Sean and Derek at Cosmo today. Yeah, Cosmo Music.
Cool.
That's something that we've been really happy to do is kind of be able to get back on the road and go visit dealers and kind of see people. Like, I know I've said this a few times, but the Sweetwater trip was really cool. It's the first time I've been able to go do that since stuff's been back. And actually seeing the real humans that we're talking with.
Yeah,
not just through a screen, you know. Like,
oh, Hoogie, what's up, man?
Hoogie, what's up, dude? How is it going? Good to hear from you. Where are you right now, Hoogie? Were you traveling? Did I just see you were traveling again, like always?
I think so.
Yeah.
Just had surgery.
Video interviews dropping from the Tilt sessions. Yeah, from the Blackbird sessions. Yeah. Last year, I don't know when it was, or like mid 2022.
Yeah.
But like around the time that the Tilt was coming out, I guess early 2022, like April-ish. But the guys went to a bunch of really, really, really sick now just come in and we're not kind of dialing it to the taste. It's really cool listening to a bunch of different guys at that caliber with a piece of gear that's as flexible as this is doing their thing with it because there's just so many different styles of playing and sounds. And we'll be dropping more of those over the next few weeks. Got a whole bunch of those rolling out. Cool. Oh, right, you had your surgery.
Yes.
Oh, frick,
carpal
dude.
tunnels. Yeah,
that sounds really not fun, and I'm really sorry you had to go through that, but I'm glad you're in recovery and getting better, man.
Yeah.
It's like May? Yeah, Kyle says it was May. I think so. That was around the time it came out. But yeah, that was sick. Was that where you got to do the Dumble Van Halen, Kyle? Because that was also sick videos from last year. But the whole with the Tilt, I guess, like, was just really different from the get-go having Sean involved. And I guess that is kind of the thing that makes it different than the G Series pedals. If we're going to, like, you know, before we get into playing, if we're just going to talk about actual concept, that's kind of what makes it different, is that it was the first time that Dan had really collaborated. Like, Derek obviously had input on what products were being created with, like, the D20 and, like, the two notes connection and all that stuff. But it was the first time in terms of the actual, like, intent of the product that someone else was directly involved. And Sean obviously is someone who has so much experience and tonal wisdom and understanding of how stuff works, like mechanically and sonically. And it was just like watching those two guys work together on it was crazy because Sean was like, yeah, it needs to do this. And Dan was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then he'd get the revision and then Sean would be like, okay, sweet. So now let's like add a bit of this. And it's like, okay, cool. like kind of just like the back and forth. And I think, like with the G Series pedals, obviously they were just based on the amp channels too, which was Dan's thing. But that was the first time that Dan might have had to like reevaluate how he might design something to make it work, because it wasn't necessarily his idea. Yeah, I guess like it was in terms of the way it was built, but a lot of the concept was Sean's idea.
Because it was the sound in Sean's head.
Yeah, exactly. digressing. Kyle says, yeah, Blackbird has a Dumble, and Derek brought the original EBMM pre-access EVH while we were there. That's awesome. That would have been super sick.
Do we have guitars with P90s? I don't think we have any.
I don't think
here.
we do here. Yeah, we had. Manny, did you buy that exotic Jazzmaster?
Iconic.
Yeah. I'm sorry. The Exotic's a brand too.
Exotic Effects, I think.
Right. I'm sorry.
I don't think we have
No,
any.
you're totally correct. I slipped on that one. The Iconic, you bought that, right?
Yeah.
Does that have P90s?
It does have P90s.
I feel like that was the only P90
I think that
guitar
is.
that we had here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we just went through Derek's collection. I don't think we have any.
Yeah. We need more P90s, I guess.
I know.
I don't really play them. Do you?
No.
No. They definitely have a cool sound.
Yeah.
And they are what they are. Like nothing else will do that. I don't really use them for what I do, but they sound cool.
Yeah, I know.
Should get more of them.
Bo has a Les Paul with the P90 in it, and then his Jazzmaster also, I think, are P90s, not the Silk Bars.
Kyle saved me. He says Exotic also does make guitars. Thank you.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, Kyle.
I didn't even know that.
He's here to bail me out. Yeah. SG Special with P90s. Nice, dude. That's
Exotics
awesome.
do pricey strats. Okay, cool.
Cool. Okay. I didn't think I was crazy. I mean, I am kind of crazy, but I was like, I didn't think I was that crazy.
Have another one, Sam.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, this is my second.
I thought you were about to say sixth for some reason. I was like,
This
holy.
is my sixth beer. No, this is the second beer I had. This one was like small.
Yeah.
It's a normal size beer. This is a big one. Someone would build my vision of the Revv logo guitar would have P90s.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen
in
that?
the group
Yeah.
there. Yeah, uploaded in the group. That's awesome.
Tom Anderson's noiseless P90s are the best pickups for any genre. Full stop. Okay, fair enough.
Okay. That might be a challenge, Kyle. Let's see if we
Yeah.
can get that on here. But yeah, sorry, back to what we were talking about. Yeah. That I think is kind of what puts the Tilt in its own area versus the G Series pedals, is that conceptually there was other input from Sean. And I think that if you look at the way, like, obviously we're always working on new products, and I think it's, we've talked about some of them. Yeah, like we haven't fully, we'll never fully say what's going on, but at the same time, you guys kind of know what we're working on, and I feel like the products that Dan has worked on since the Tilt have definitely had a lot of new ideas.
Yes.
That were kind of a result of being pushed in that direction, or into like new directions, or like being forced to think of new things based on someone else's input. So like the Mahler, I guess, is obviously an entirely different pedal.
Yeah.
But it was the same idea, getting a bit of Glenn's concept in there with what Dan was wanting to do, and with the HM2 thing, and it was kind of the same idea. Like he just kind of told Dan what he wanted it to do, and Dan,
he was like, all right,
Dan made it do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited about that direction and doing more of those products, and even the more like standalone Revv products that Dan will be designing in the next while. That I think because of the way this all went, it's opened a lot of doors.
Yes.
I think in his brain that he didn't know were there, and now there's all these other pathways that are open, and he's just like flying through them, like getting all these crazy ideas out. So
yeah, it's so cool. Fishman P90s are really solid too.
Nice.
I love Fishmans.
I definitely like. I always say suspicions. They do what they do well. I wouldn't put them in everything because they just all sound like the same in every guitar. But they sound good, and they sound really good for what they do.
Yeah. Guitar.
Oh, this is a whole effects chain. Nice.
Tilt,
Let's go.
Para EQ, orange amp, detonator,
ABY. Double amp setup. Dude, that is a rig. I would love to hear how that sounds. That's awesome.
Mahler sounds cool with P90s. It snarls. Okay, interesting. What kind of P90s do you have in your guitar? Like, are they Gibson P90s?
Yeah, I could see the Mahler sounding good with P90s. It'd be real hairy.
Yeah, it would be very hairy.
Yeah. And yeah, sorry, I guess the other thing too, like, people, like, the reason we're doing this stream is just because people ask often, like, if I have a G2, why do I need a Tilt or vice versa? And yeah, they have a really similar amount of gain on tap, but the voice is just very different, and the intention behind how they function is different.
Yeah,
I guess. So I don't know. I guess we can just kind of step through them. I don't really think I prefer one over the other because, as I was saying, on my D20 board, or the board I use with my G20, like those are the two pedals that I have. And I personally think G2 for mine is more of like a channel, more of like a crunch channel, and like it definitely does work as a standalone overdrive, and you can use it to boost other stuff. But if you EQ it fairly in the middle, the way it receives other pedals going into it responds very similarly to that, which I like.
Yeah.
And although the Tilt is based on a lot of classic amp tones, I do find that it works really well as a pedal boosting that, as opposed to like
Yes.
a channel. You
Yeah,
know?
I
So,
agree.
Yeah.
I would have to go with the Tilt just because I don't have the G2 and haven't played with it enough. But I'm definitely open to using the G2. The Tilt's always on my board.
I'm going to dial them both flat and just see
Sure.
on the drive side, just to see how much kind of gain they are at Unity. So this is the G2. I'm just going to put everything flat here. And I mean, I know a lot of people who are tuned in kind of know the gist with the G series pedals, but these are basically just the 3 channels on the generator amp. So G2 is the crunch channel. So we're just going clean, turn the effects off. So I'd probably go something along these lines here. I find the G2 really benefits from
treble.
like the treble's not necessarily like a 0 to 10 scale. Like it really opens up in this area
Yep.
here. Like once you go from
Yeah.
but that's EQ to taste. That's with the gain at
Yeah.
noon. So this is kind of a neutral amount of gain. There's the tilt. Much more transparent.
Yeah.
And the tilt, I will say the EQ is like really, really responsive. So you can get a
Yes.
lot of flexibility on the drive side based on how you EQ it. But this is just with, I guess we'll go both pedals just completely flat. We'll start with. Once again, G2, just totally flat. Sean, what's up? The man is here. Wait a minute, what's going on?
Hey, Sean.
We're having fun with your pedal, dude, and just talking about how it's literally the best thing ever, and how you and Dan collaborating was the best thing ever to happen to our pedals.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now, actually, dude, we're just comparing, like we're saying there, you know, and you could maybe give your feedback on this too, Sean, but they do have a similar amount of gain, but the voicing and the intent is just very different. Like the G2 is very channel-like and responds to boosting well, whereas the Tilt, you know, really works well in front of something like the G2, you know, to kind of hit that type of thing. I know you use it in a lot of different ways, but and Tilt. So that's with everything totally flat, and both of them have a lot of flexibility. But the amount of gain isn't really that far off. It's just this is more kind of compressed,
Yeah.
and this is more open.
Yep.
Really is what I'm finding. How does this sound with the Fishman's?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear the single coils or do you want to hear the humbucker?
Whatever,
you doing the
whatever you're
humbucker?
feeling, man.
You're
I was doing the humbucker
so
there, yeah.
Let's do it. Set everything at noon here.
Sean says, yeah, the G2 is more what I would consider an amp in a box. The Tilt is more of a dirt box. Exactly.
That's exactly what you were saying.
Yep, that's how I like to use it on my board, and I use both of them. The G2 is kind of like my gain channel, and the Tilt is the drive pedal. You know, I mean, it is a drive pedal, but
It is the drive pedal.
That's what it is. You can tell because the way it is.
It says drive. Actually, I should turn this off. Turn that off.
yeah. Anyways,
Cool.
Go for it.
Fishman's.
Fishman's.
These are the modern,
Some hotter pickups.
way hotter. These are the modern, what are they? I don't even know. Fluence Modern.
Stereo rig sounds so good.
I know. I don't even have the effects on at all. Like the effects loops off is just straight
Adam, what's up, man?
guitar. Okay, we'll do the G2 first.
Those pickups are so hot.
I know, they're stupid
That's
hot.
Crazy. Are you Derek?
No, I'm doing Alice in Chains riffs.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so that's that at 12. Yeah, these pickups are crazy hot.
It's cool. It's cool hearing how they both respond to different outputs of pickups, though.
Yeah, exactly. It's early
That sounds
pop
real
punk.
good. Yeah, I like that. Just as out of tune as they played it too.
I know.
Jeez. Nope.
I think I played the wrong chord there.
How
but
old were you when that song came out, Luke?
I wasn't alive. Because what was that, 99? Or was it 2000? When was Enema of the State released? 99, I think.
I think 99. Yeah.
I would have
that's
been
friggin' weird.
-4.
I was 7.
-4.
Oh no, this sucks. Well,
I'm probably going to tune up here real quick.
oh, we got the other amp rig side from Tobacco Sun here. Other side,
here we go.
ABY, Zool, Amp 2, Bogner Ecstasy. Man, you got a crazy rig going on
Oh,
here.
Bogner Ecstasy. Okay.
Or the OR100.
Definitely a Jerry Cantrell.
It says this way: the tilt before the ABY applies the gain to both amps. Smart. That is, man. I will say I've been messing around with placing the ABY in different spots and just like doing the double amp thing in different ways, and yeah, that definitely makes a lot of sense. And sorry, Zool and Loop 2, EQ in, Strymon Volante right side back. Awesome. That's gonna sound friggin' huge.
Yeah,
dude.
that's massive. She left me roses by the
I would
stairs.
love to see Blink lyrics typed out phonetically, like how
Yeah,
they sound.
how they sound.
That would be the best.
99 was your senior year in kindergarten. Okay, cool.
Nice.
So kindergarten year, nice. Unless you got held
Wow.
back a year.
See,
Oh, that was so loud.
senior year in kindergarten.
He got held back a year, so that was his senior year. He had a junior and then senior.
What do you got to do to get
Held back? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe if you have troubles reading.
I guess
don't know.
so. Yeah. I
Maybe.
guess so. Yeah. No, there's a lot of reasons you could. Never mind.
Yeah, I have no
I
idea.
retract that statement. There's a lot of reasons.
Luke, meet me in the pit. Yep.
They're writing Blink lyrics in the comment now. Yeah. So I would probably like with the G2. I guess like the tilt is. I guess we'll start with the G2. You want to hit the thingy? Sorry. Yeah, like with the active pickups it's different, but in general I find like the G2 I like to boost the treble quite a bit, whereas the EQ with this, I guess the same thing. Like I like to, but like the low end response on the G2 is quite a bit more prominent, like on the attack, I guess. So I like to push the top end on it quite a bit. I'd probably go for something for rhythm tone with the blue aggression, like. Like that. Try red and turn the gain back. Sounds really good.
I do like that.
I like that quite a bit. I've been a big fan of using like the hotter aggression stages and just kind of backing the gain off.
Yeah.
'Cause Matt and I were actually talking about this kind of like preamp gain versus power amp gain. And Derek's a big fan of like pushing the preamp gain quite hard on the amp. I'm a big fan of pushing the power amp gain and actually dialing the preamp gain back so that you get the saturation like in the response of that, but it's not quite as hot. But it's just a different sound. But that's kind of, I think, with the aggression levels, what it's doing. Obviously, it's not like actual tubes within the pedal itself, but kind of the same idea within that. So I've been kind of a fan of using, the red or blue aggression with the gain just back a bit. And even for like, this... like clear and like responsive, but it still has kind of like the compression of an actual amp channel, which is I think how the aggressions in that are working. Like from the way Dan described it, kind of emulates kind of pushing that saturation harder. So the compression on it is a lot tighter, akin to like pushing a channel like that. So, and I guess for me with that type of gain structure, it's either like the split coil thing, or like the rock thing. Just like
exactly.
straight up.
Yeah, just play the A chord.
For a solo thing, I mean, if you crank it, you can get like.
Yeah. It'll get you there.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Flux, what song are you talking about? Were you talking about All the Small Things?
Oh, it had to be if it's a closer in Orange County.
Oh,
that's
a
good
closer.
guess. Closer. End of
I
the
read
set.
that as closer.
It's closer to Orange County.
I was like, it's a closer.
No, it's a closer. If you're ripping Blink covers and you're ending with it, there's a good chance you're in California.
I guess, yeah.
Or Red Hot Chili Peppers covers. Drive side of the Tilt does a really rad harmonic thing. Blue, they're getting too squirrely. Yeah. Hey, Jeremy, what's up, dude? How's it going? Jeremy Juarez, I don't know if you've met Jeremy. I guess you haven't been to NAM yet, so you wouldn't have met Jeremy. You'll meet Jeremy. But he's a good friend of ours. I don't know if we met you through Aristides Guitars, but I know we were back and forth at their booth a lot when we were at NAM. But yeah, Jeremy's one of our good buddies that we hang out with at NAM.
Cool.
Thanks for hanging out, dude. Appreciate it. Good to hear from you. Yeah, we'll jump into the Tilt next. Luke, how do you like to use the G2 that you just got today?
That I just got today. I would
First
probably,
impressions.
I'd probably either use it as a more rolled back kind of what you were doing there, where it was like, probably use the neck pickup. You know, put on lots of reverb and lots of delay, because I play on Sunday mornings at church, so it's it's just all delay.
Ton of gain.
It's just all delay.
Ton of distortion.
You know what? I used to use a G3.
Ton of minor seconds.
I used to use a G3 on stage because that was all I had. I had that and then
You used a G3?
yeah, I had one of those and then like an ultra distortion or whatever by Boss. It's like the orangish red one.
Yeah.
So then I was like, oh, I got this G3, cool, I'll use it. So then I would use it with no gain and no aggression, and it would be so hot. Because I would use this still, and it was just, yeah. Anyways, G2 on Saturday mornings. Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Oh yeah, so you use it for more of like the broken clean type thing.
Yeah.
Nice. Sounds really good.
I'm ripping off the Manny chord progression.
Rex uses his G4 at church. Step it up.
Jesus does love metal. But then you can also I think it is the Boss MD2. It's got it has the 4 knobs, not the 3 knobs. And then there's also the stacked knobs as well.
MD2, Mega 2.
I think that it was either the Mega or the Ultra or Turbo. There's a bunch of them. But
Right.
but you can also you can really back it off and just not
Try to dial something like that too.
Yeah, you can really push it the more you dig in when you're playing, compared to this,
Sounds really good.
it's super, I'm
Digging how
forgetting
the
the word,
Volante
but-
sounds.
Yeah, I really like the
Yeah.
Volante. This is the first time I've played it.
It just Manny showed me how it worked. I just literally couldn't figure out how it worked, and then he showed me, and I was like, oh, it sounds great. You just gotta figure out the tricks. But yeah, it sounds really good. It's it's a similar thing with the Night Sky, where it's not just the presets that you can scroll through, and you actually have to dial.
Yeah, you
them.
actually have to
They're
dial
they're
it.
meant to be more like Moog synths, from what I understand. The Night Sky at least was intended to be that way, where it's you actually just dial everything and whatever. So yeah, that's cool. That's a nice tone.
Yeah,
Really
yeah.
nice.
That's kind of my go-to is neck pickup with a little tiny bit of gain and then just a bunch of reverb and delay. Diesel VH4, nice. How do you like that?
Anthony, the higher lows, all 3 singles were Generator 120 with, what did I use?
The Any Gig.
The Any Gig guitar. No, it was I used my Aristides 06 to track them. It was just the 120 with my KHDK tube screamer in front and a Seymour Duncan compressor. But all of the amp tones were channel 2 and 4 and 1.
Okay.
I actually didn't use channel 3 for anything recording, which is funny because when we're playing live, I like to use channel 3.
Yeah.
But Dorian mixed, I will say Dorian mixed everything, but I reamped all the tones at home. And I don't know, I just found the fourth channel was working better for that type of sound in a recorded setting where it was a little more direct. Like,
Yeah.
I think I like the tightness of the purple channel in a room where there's more space and it's less pronounced that it's
Yeah.
that tight. But when it's that direct, the sagginess of the red channel I think sounded a little more round, which I liked for that, and Dorian liked a little better as well.
Killer.
So yeah, it was all just the 120. And Dorian's actually working on a new single for us right now that was the same, but I used his Les Paul with the Evertune. And
Oh, nice.
It made it really, really easy to track, and I
yeah.
don't know how I'm not going to use it now.
gotta buy
At least for
yourself
tracking
one.
rhythms, I got through rhythms in like an hour. It was great. It's like realize how much time I waste tuning and why it's stupid. Yeah, need
gotta
to get an Evertune.
And a 91. Is that one a standard or a custom?
It's a standard, but
I was gonna say.
I think it is a 91.
It definitely.
It's the black. It's a
yeah.
black one. It's
It's 15,000 pounds too.
It's similar to that without the binding on the body.
Yeah, so it'd be a standard.
Yeah. Yeah.
TC Electronics.
There's the back
Crescendo.
of the headstock.
Do you want me to grab it?
Yeah. It's similar to this one. This is also Dorian's 91. If you guys are.
It's
into-
probably one of my favorites in the shop right
yeah.
now.
It's a real sick guitar
Black
right there.
Beauty.
Real.
91 custom right here. TC Electronics Crescendo. Is that the like auto swell one?
Yeah. That's
okay.
sweet.
I've been looking at that.
Yeah. Did they? No, the Electro-Harmonics makes the freeze. I was gonna say that's a cool pedal too for just like the kind of ambient sounds. Tobacco Sun, when staging, I used to hook up a scope after the pedal to get the waveform the way I'd want, depending on clipping before going to the next pedal. That's awesome, man. That's like a lot of attention to detail. Did it have a pick
It
guard?
did.
It
I love
did
that.
have a pick guard.
I love that everybody's catching on.
Luke took the pick guards off of
I had to.
all of Derek's guitars. Dorian's, you didn't do it because those are.
I did.
Those are
I
his,
did.
but-
But then we put it back on because Dorian wanted to see what it looked like, and then he found out that it was super ugly, so then he wanted it back on. True story.
It's too bad.
True story.
It's too bad.
I don't think that is a true story.
No, he liked it, and then we were like, "Well,
Where's the Luke messed up thing?
Oh, yeah, put the
Luke
ticker
messed
on."
up.
Oh wait, no, it's not a ticker. Well, that's the ticker, but
Luke. Oh no, there's a sad face one now too. Nice.
yeah, that was from last week. Yeah, we took off all of the pick guards on the Les Pauls here, and we didn't want to get Dorian's pick guard like hardware and stuff mixed up, so we just kind of put it back on.
Put it
and
back
then-
to be safe.
Yeah.
Nice.
Auto swell, nice.
Auto
You want
swell,
a Walrus
cool.
SLO, but it's too high right now. Fair enough.
Damn right you had to, Robbie.
Oh, Robbie.
Where
Oh,
did that
Robert.
up? I like how this is like a new theme now. Don't worry. We documented the whole process.
We did.
The video's coming soon.
I was gonna say I don't know if we recorded it, if we posted it, but we have recorded a full-length documentary.
Flux says, yeah, all the small things. I play the guitar part on a diesel VH4 on channel 3. Gain on full sounds massive. That's awesome. That's sick. Luke, you would love the VH4, real complex gain. I want to get a tilt and boost my VH4 into VH4.
Okay.
Man, have you played a diesel?
No, I want one so
They're
badly.
definitely a really, really different sounding
Yeah.
gain. Yeah, they're really unique and really, really cool.
I like Tool, so like I think he uses a VH4 maybe. I know he uses a diesel.
There's a lot of records that anyone listens to that they probably don't like. The high gain
fair
tones
enough.
are probably a diesel or a Bogner in some way,
which I want a Bogner too.
or just a 5150 because they work too.
Or a Revv amp. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even hate pick guards.
This is just what I've become by accident. Internet beef for no reason. Let's
He's been
go.
peer pressured into being the villain.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's look at the tilt.
Oh yeah, diesel Herbert, nice.
The Herbert's Herbert's like a staple high gain amplifier.
G20, yeah. G20s are really good. I have one. I love the tremolo on that.
The tilt boost, man.
I know.
This is without. So yeah, I'll show you guys how I would kind of use the tilt at least. And I mean, I use the tilt differently with different amps, I guess, which is part of what's so cool about it is that it hits. It's so flexible, like the way you can use it in front of different amplifiers or on its own just with a clean amp. But like if I'm using a D20, like a single channel amp, I'll use it a lot differently than I'll use it if I'm using my generator 120. But the boost side on its own, like. So I've got it set so that the cut switch is right in the middle.
Yep.
I personally
Interesting.
Well, I don't know. Do you like the super hard cut?
Yeah, I do the full cut.
Full cut.
But I'll put the tilt EQ a little bit past noon. like 1 o'clock, and then do that.
Yeah, I feel like I like it on all the time, so I try to keep it balanced.
Yeah.
Enough. But this is the normal cut. That delay. Half cut. Full. So for like the really nice for like the top end.
Yeah.
But I kind of like just kind of balanced. This is off. And as soon as you turn it off, the feel is just like
It's gone.
totally different.
Well, not gone,
like,
but you know,
it just makes everything
Yeah.
like Derek and I were chatting about this the other day. It's like it just makes everything like open up more and just like feel like there, you know? That it just feels like where your hands are.
Yeah.
Derek settled down tobacco son. Love it.
Quit lying about the pick guards. Dorian loved it. I knew that Dorian did enjoy it, and then we just didn't want it to get lost, so we put it back on. I was really hoping that we could make sure all of them didn't get lost by putting all of them back, but no other reason.
So I usually just kind of set the boost side to get that kind of low end cut that I want. Like you obviously, if you hit the boost harder, you can get.
Yeah.
And I will say too, I'm running the D20 with the gain in. If you pull the gain out, it's going to hit the front of the amp way different.
Yes.
More top end, but I know Derek likes to run it that way.
I always have whenever I play a D20, I'll always have the gain all the way down and pushed in.
Yeah.
I'll just kind of let the pedals do the work.
Yeah. Sweet. And then with the EQ, yeah, like obviously, like the more you cut it, like the more to the left or the more towards 0 you go, the more it cuts the low end.
Yes.
So as you open it up more.
And that also takes out the top end.
Yeah. So I usually like to run it like just below, like honestly fairly neutral with everything, because that way you're just kind of getting the actual voice of it without slamming whatever you're going into super, super hard, which you can do if you want to. For the way I like it, that's kind of how I use the boost side. And then, yeah, how about you? Do you like to use the boost just on its own?
Yes.
Yeah. Like for me, it's always on, and this is kind of the setting I would go to for
Yeah.
like the always on thing. Like even to go into. No, what? Sorry, kill the friggin' reverb.
Never kill it.
Right, like it just makes everything
Yeah.
alive. So I feel like the boost for me just kind of always stays on. But
Yeah, I also always keep my boost on, but I'll have the tilt EQ at around 1 or 2, maybe 130. Then I'll have the tilt all the way down, or sorry, the tight all the way down at full. Then I'll put the boost kind of at unity.
Derek's feuding in the thread.
He's just bullying everyone.
He's joking. We're watching. That's funny. I like that. I'll just return the tilt with a no to you. Ultimate flex.
That'll actually go to me.
Luke will get it.
Yeah.
Luke will
I'll
get
read
the
it
RMA.
and then just throw it out.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, it's all good. Oh, I just realized I'm in drop D. I went drop D because we're talking about Tool and I was going to play a Tool riff, but now I don't want to.
Oh.
Well, I'm doing low gain.
Nice.
I'll do tilt after, Tool after. Holy.
You'll do tilt after.
I'll do tilt right now, Tool after. There we go. We got there eventually, right?
Words.
Oh no. They got me.
Similar. Similar to how you use the G2, but that's way more transparent and just like adds to the overall voice of your guitar, you know? Yeah, man. The tilt boost on all the time. Man, he's nodding back there too.
Yeah, always have the tilt boost on, and then when I want to push it with more gain, I'll use the drive side, and we'll get to that a little bit later. But
Flux, no problem, man. That's why we're here. If there's ever anything you want to hear, let us know. We are at your disposal.
Yes.
On Wednesdays.
Song recommendations, let's go.
So yeah. So just kind of like boosting your attack a bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's kind of, yeah, that's what I use. And I'll also use a compressor, so it'll add a little bit more too. I look like Jerry Cantrell in his best younger years. Oh, thank you.
There you go.
There we go.
That's a big compliment for you because you're a big fan.
Because Jerry Cantrell is the hottest man ever. I'm just kidding. No, thank you, though.
Narcissism runs
Appreciate
deep. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I know. David says, I just switched the G2 and the tilt around. I still feel like keeping the tilt always on just for the tilt EQ and the boost. Yep. Either way you put it, it's going to shelve it in a nice way.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like the way it hits into the other pedals I've got going on.
Yeah, surprisingly, I only have tilt as an overdrive. I have that really bad Amazon. Nice to meet you, Kent. Sorry.
Ken,
I have that
what's
really
up, man?
bad Amazon clone that we've featured here multiple times. But I'll just use the tilt because it's got 2 channels, which is very nice for me.
Nice, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So I'll kind of keep the boost on at all times, and if I want to hit with more, I'll put the drive on. I know I said that already, but
Yeah.
it's like the Incubus dig tone. Oh, if only I knew how to play dig.
Yeah. Sorry,
Burn, burn,
Kent, I didn't see your
burn.
comment there. Thanks for tuning in, man. It's good to hear from you. You have to shoot me an email sometime soon so we can catch up.
Dig by Mudvayne, right?
Robbie, confession time. I've only used the drive side of the tilt maybe like 2 or 3 times because the boost side is so good. I will
Fair
say,
enough.
man, like I've been using it a lot more especially for the corporate gig stuff where you're playing a lot of different styles. Like if I've got to have one drive pedal, it would be the tilt.
Yeah.
The drive side, yeah, on its own. Like let's kind of take a look. I mean,
I guess, yeah, we kind of already did the whole 12 o'clock thing,
yeah, totally.
but
Now let's kind of go through how we would dial it. Like this is the pedal at noon, as we kind of looked at. You know, it's a lot more rounder and transparent. But and Shauna was telling me too. Like the more you push the volume, like it responds. Although it is like a dirt box, as Sean said, and not like a channel or like an amp.
yeah.
The volume really responds similarly to like pushing an
Yeah.
amp more. Like as you. Right, like even just from doing that, all I did there was turn the volume up just a bit from the flat setting on the drive
Yeah.
side. And then, looking here, this is Unity, right? Like,
Yeah.
and same thing, kind of like push the top end a little more low.
Yeah. That was almost the Gear and Beer intro.
Sorry?
That was almost the Gear and Beer intro. Yeah.
I recorded it.
I know.
It's funny. It's like literally one of the most dad chords I can play.
Kent, I put the tilt first chain for like dirt pedals. I'll put a compressor first.
I like out of the actual drives, I like the tilt at the beginning because I like the way that the boost kind of shelves the other drive pedals. But you can do it either way.
Yeah.
Like a couple people on here were saying they like to run it after because of the way that it can kind of clean up some of the boominess they'll get from some pedals. I really like, and Sean could maybe give his input on this too, and has, I think, in the videos. But I kind of like it at the beginning just because of the way it shapes your signal going into those pedals.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd probably run on its own. It's funny, same thing. Like if I was going for the split coil, kind of like ganky.
The Sam style.
Like that kind of thing. I feel like the boost is what really does that, and that's kind of why I like this pedal, is because without the boost, if you're just using a humbucker, you just get like a great rock distortion, which is why I think if I had to use one pedal for drive tones on like a corporate gig or something, or I had a small board, like this would be that, because I immediately get the 2 different type of voices that I like, and using this separately going into a clean channel, it really helps it bloom.
Yes.
And even the way that, as we were saying, like it hits the G2, and that's kind of why I think they're different, is because the G2 in this situation, I'll think more of like a channel, And if you're talking about like feel, sorry, how do you use the drive side? Have you? I kind of.
I do. I use the drive side as kind of volume to unity, obviously, and then I'll put the gain at around 11. I think I keep the bass at noon-ish, and then I'll kind of push the treble just a tad because I'll have the boost on. So I'll put both of them on. But if I were to use just the drive, I probably would put the treble just a little bit more.
Yeah.
To get that good rock tone. Yeah, here you go.
There you go. It's like a very. Oh, that's close.
Oh no, we're good.
You guys both like to down-tune guitars with trems.
Yeah. It's good, right? Isn't it awesome?
It's great. Helps the setup a lot.
Who needs to set up?
Me, Derek makes me do it.
No, I'm just saying, I don't set my guitar up. And my bridge isn't floating, so.
Makes a difference. But
It's a little bit better.
what I was gonna say is that definitely has like more of the traditional gain structure, like a little more of those classic type tones. Yeah.
Oh, Poo Ninja, what's up, man?
Pooh, what's up, bud? What's up, Pooh?
I keep forgetting I have reverb on.
It's a lot of
and
verb.
delay. I know.
It's the
so much.
It's the cumulus.
Yeah,
the
it's the
cumulonimbus preset.
Yes, nothing else.
Cum 30. How's that sound with the boost going into it? How's that sound with the boost going into it?
It's a good question. Back this off.
I'll keep the boost the same. I'm curious because I want to do that with similar settings to what you have with them both on, and then I'll play with the split coil sound and let's see how different it sounds with the same setting, right? Because that's what I love about the Tilt is it just responds so differently to like every variable, right? So, what's up, Mr. Meadows? How's it going, man?
You hear it boost.
You can judge
Extra
a man by
wide.
the quality of his pick guard. Thanks,
So
Bradley.
what does no pick guard mean?
It means
all I'm
it
saying.
means you don't care, and it's the ultimate
Checkmate.
flex.
Checkmate. That was close.
Same setting. Well, no, same settings.
Yeah.
The Tilt and both sides of the Tilt engage with the same settings, with two different guitars with different pickups.
Yeah. Nope, that wasn't it. I don't know.
It's a chord.
It is a chord.
But yeah, and I guess like feel-wise, like again the G2 is a lot more compressed.
Yeah.
Because it's meant to emulate, like going back to the G2 now, I guess from the Tilt, like let's dial a similar tone. Let's see if I can get close to that actually. Let's try to emulate what was going on there on the Tilt.
Hey, Michael. How's it going? Good.
That's the Tilt now. Right, so that definitely sounds more just like an amp channel.
Yeah, 100%.
Right, like even when you run the boost into that. Okay,
I know.
I love this
like
guitar.
it.
This is my favorite guitar, period. But companies need to do the pickup split with a switch instead of with a push-pull knob because this is annoying. But everyone does that. It's not a Schecter thing. I love this guitar, and Schecter is amazing. So not a Schecter diss. I think companies in general need to just move past the push-pull pot and get switches going on.
Yeah.
It just makes it a lot easier.
You mean strap pickguards bod? How come no Perloid, anything fancier on that Bluesman bod?
How come no Perloid or anything fancy on the Bluesman? Yeah, why not?
Because, just like to keep it simple. And it's too much work to put another one on.
Yeah, but you wouldn't do it anyways.
Also, no, I would. I would do it myself. You know what I was going to do to my V, my flying V?
Yeah, I'm glad we talked you out of it.
Yeah, okay, Luke was gonna drill into his Harmony V and route it. And it was like an old vintage Harmony V. He's like, he was asking about routing. Was he asking you, Manny?
I was asking everybody.
Me and Matt, yeah.
He was asking, you and Matt in the wood shop. He was asking, he was like, yeah, I got this guitar. I'm thinking about like routing it and like doing this and this, and then after he's like, it's my Harmony V, and we're like, forget every piece of advice we just gave you and don't do that.
It has single coils in it, and I wanted to put humbuckers in it, but
Yeah, but you
I'm
were
not
going to put fake Seymour Duncans in it, not even real ones.
Yeah,
So.
because it's funny.
Okay.
Sure.
It's funny.
Devalue it for a joke.
Yeah.
Friggin' Gen Z, man.
Yeah,
What's
Gen
going
Z.
on?
Come on, guys. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would like anything else other than a white pickguard on a like tobacco-y, sunbursty kind of guitar.
I could see like a tortoise working.
Yeah, because that's what most jazz masters, like a lot of jazz masters have like a sunburst with a tortoise.
Yeah.
Or like jazz basses.
I could definitely see the tortoise shell working. But
I don't know.
I don't know.
I like the white.
I don't know if the perloid would be the move.
No.
But, yeah.
Yeah, drink that beer. Let's go. Robbie, I'm sorry.
Wait, how did you offend him? What did you say?
Oh, just the Harmony V.
Luke messed
No,
up again.
Can we
He did.
put one that says...
we prevented him from messing up.
I was going to say, can we put one where it says Luke almost messed
Luke
up?
almost messed up. Adding it. We can add as many as we want.
Yes. We have to get, for next week, we'll have like all the variations of anything that could happen. Where it's like, messed up Luke.
I mean, anything could happen.
Yeah, but like have like pre-made ones where it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Dropped his pick. In case I drop my pick.
Messed up Luke.
That just seems like a very
messed up
disappointed like teacher or something. You messed up.
Messed up.
You
No,
messed
this
up.
means you're messed up. Too many beers, bud. Too many peebers.
I think this is my second or first or second.
Oh yeah, it's okay. You're 20.
You done messed
I remember
up.
my first beer. It's okay.
There's
Got it?
five,
Sweet.
five,
There's 4 Luke
Five,
banners.
6
You done
comments
messed
now.
up. Nice.
Let's look at the 6
Let's go to
comments.
the
It's
comments.
like Christmas.
Get stacked humbuckers. Yeah, actually could. You could
That's
do
what
that.
I was thinking. Hot rails.
Yeah, not a bad idea. They sound really good. Definitely a little bit different, but they still sound like good and are good for gain and canceling noise.
Wacky off-the-wall guitars on hand. Yeah, we have an any gig here.
We have the Any Gig.
Oh, this is...
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm going to feature an actually good guitar in a second.
Okay, I'm gonna feature the Any Gig.
I have to walk
We're
off for a
digressing
second.
from our actual programming for a second.
Well, you can use it with the tilt. See how it sounds with the tilt?
It's gonna sound
and the
good. This thing
the
doesn't. I mean,
G2.
doesn't sound horrible.
I'll be back.
But it's just. What are you
Bye,
doing?
guys.
Where are you leaving?
I'm just grabbing a guitar off the wall. That's wacky.
Okay. This is the Any Gig. Derek can. Derek, I'm with you. Just destroy that V. Also an Eastfeld thing, I guess.
I love flying V's.
So Robert Baker sent us this thing because apparently he had a bunch of them in his basement and he wanted to get rid of one. So he sent it with something he was sending Derek. And it was left-handed. So I restrung it upside down without resetting any of the bridge saddles because why would you bother intonating it? It's not going to play good anyways. So
See,
maybe before the next stream I'll actually try to set it up properly. But I literally just strung it upside down and didn't touch anything else because.
We should put a strap on it. So
But I was gonna say it needs a strap because the way that it is
Yeah.
right now, because it was left-handed, the little rest thing is upside down. So there's no way for me to put it on my leg without touching the tuners, and it just goes out of tune
pulls it
like
out of tune.
instantly. So you can't actually use it for anything right now. But let's get it going here. Let's get the Any Gig going. Actually, I'm just gonna ear tune this because it's gonna go
Any
right
gig,
away.
but this one is a full given name. This while Sam tunes up, this is Hoogie's guitar that he left with us.
the Illuminati.
The Illuminati.
That
yeah.
thing sounds sick.
It sounds awesome and it looks cool. It has a full aluminum neck. You can see on the back here, and then also like
No
a
truss
brushed-
rod because it just doesn't
Yes.
move.
And I don't know who played it last, but or how recent somebody played it, but it was perfectly in tune. So that's cool.
Yeah, it doesn't change with the weather. It's kind of like the Aristides.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
all synthetic.
And it's got a really nice brushed steel pickguard, I think. But oh no, you can kind of see it. It has lights, little blue lights.
All right. Okay, hang on. I gotta find a way to hold this thing where the tuners don't get touched. That sounds bad. Let's put some gains
That's
on.
punk rock if you detune, because you don't care.
Oh yeah. It's already out of tune. I already moved like 3 of the tuners.
The silly shred stick.
There's no volume knob. I can't.
I know
turn
there's
the-
no volume.
I
There's no
can't turn
nothing.
the noise off. Anyways, that's the any gig. It doesn't
It's cool.
sound horrible. It just won't stay in tune. You can't hold it.
I found also cool catch, right, guys?
Nice.
I found
Is there strap buttons on it?
there's one right here,
Where's
and
it?
then I think it's literally this. You just
Oh, it's not gonna work because it's upside down. It's
No.
supposed to go this way.
it'll be fine.
It'll just do that.
It'll be fine.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. That's okay.
What we could do is we could take off that screw.
It's fine. They get the idea.
I know.
It's a thing.
I mean for another time. Another time.
Do you want to play the any gig?
No,
Okay.
I was playing it today. I was about to say.
Were
I
you?
actually noticed. Yeah, I tried it. I noticed I rely on
It's
feeling
upside down.
the
It's the
headstock. I think.
gig. Nah, it's upside down. Good.
Yeah. Since it's
Sweet.
headless, I've never played a headless guitar, and I feel like I rely on feeling the headstock to find where I am at the bottom of the frets. I don't know. I just always found myself playing the wrong frets. Which, I mean, nothing on the
There's like
ordinary,
no
but-
markers. I mean, maybe if it was the right way. Are there markers on the other side for left-handed people?
I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I
there
wasn't
are.
looking though. That's
no,
the thing.
it's literally left-handed. Why would they send Robert Baker a handed guitar?
There were
Like the fret
there were a
markers
few
are
of
on
them.
this side.
Yeah.
Literally is a lefty. That's okay.
It is easy
Robert's
to transport around.
ambidextrous. He just hasn't told anyone.
Anyways, Illuminati.
That's the worst guitar ever designed. Yes, it's definitely up there.
I don't know what pickups are in these, but they sound good.
Piece of foam could work. What's that? This thing sounds
I don't know
wicked.
What, yeah, I don't know what pickups they are, but they're
Try.
good.
I'm curious. Try the tilt with it, or I guess G2. Yeah, we went back to G2. Feel differences. Yeah, Derek's in Nashville tonight.
Yeah.
Derek's going to be taking some vacation, so we'll be crashing the stream. But Derek also is going to Nashville after vacation for some fun, exciting new stuff that you'll hear about later. But that's a hint. There's stuff happening. Kind of anyone who's been watching the streams regularly can piece together that we're working on some fun things. So, yeah, Manny and Dorian are going to go down and join him in a couple weeks. In a
Week and a half from now?
Week and a half.
Yeah.
Week from Sunday.
Yeah.
Fun.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Man, I got to get back down to Nashville. It's been a while. I think it's been since, aside from just playing shows and being in and out in like a day, like the last time I stayed there for more than a day was like 2019, I think.
Wow.
Summer NAMM. Yeah, which is 4 years ago now. What is that?
I was
It's a long time.
15.
What even is
I
time?
was 26.
I was 15.
Wow, that's weird actually when you say that. That's friggin' weird.
I know.
Oh man. We weren't even old enough to work here. Yeah, Derek's just passing through and going to Florida for some vacation. Get out of the frigid winter. It's actually not too bad out right now, Derek.
That's really nice.
Yeah, it's quite nice. It's gonna be cold tomorrow, but yeah, as soon as you left, it got moderately nice outside. So,
Yep. Illuminati into the tilt.
yeah. No. So much reverb.
I don't have a whammy bar.
Can you play some actual heavy tones now?
I don't know how to play heavy.
Play power chords. Dude, you were just doing Alice in Chains riffs. That sounds good. That thing has like a, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, has it?
Here, this is how you do it. You turn this on.
Okay, yeah.
You do
So
that.
that's a gate?
Yeah, it's a
okay.
gate pedal.
I'm just
We're
kidding.
skipping ahead.
This is too advanced for
There
me.
you
Can
go.
can we slow down
What
a
happened
bit?
to the button on that G2?
It broke during the stream one time.
Oh, right, Derek.
You were
I
there, I
forgot about
thought.
it. Yeah, I know. I remember now that I'm looking at it. I just touched it and it was weird, but.
Well, it sounds like it'll chug hard. It does.
Turn
Hold
the
on,
tilt
too much.
drive too.
Oh, you want that too? Okay.
There you go. Derek, you're making me jealous. He says, Manny, the barbecue, the Airbnb is literally beside Edley's barbecue and the Killer Speakeasy.
Awesome. I'm excited.
Yeah, Edley's is the spot. All the barbecue spots are the spot. Live stream from Nashville in 2 weeks, yeah. Manny and Dorian and Derek will be doing the stream from Nashville on February 1st, which is my birthday, and I get the night off, so thanks, boys. That's sick.
Happy birthday.
But yeah, they're going to be streaming from Nashville. I won't say from where yet, but not next week, but the week after, Manny and Dorian and Derek and some other friends will be in Nashville doing another remote live stream, which has been real fun. And Manny's working on building the travel stream rig.
The travel stream rig is already out with Derek.
Manny has built the travel stream rig.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, we definitely are working to be able, obviously, like when stuff like NAM is happening or when we take these trips and the guys go down or whatever, we want to make sure that we can kind of do this in different settings as well, like somewhat not crappily. So yeah, we kind of working on building a remote rig that we can do more of this stuff like at shows or whatever. So I can hear the Top Gun song.
That's what's really nice about this is it really comes through acoustically.
It does. It's really loud.
And I can G3 after the tilt.
Yeah, so that was a good example of, I guess, using both of them together. Like, I guess I would use kind of both of them together.
Yeah, show us how to actually play heavy.
We're doing that next week.
Well, yeah. I guess we will. I'm ready to learn.
Ready to go.
Yeah, that was the Illuminati. It's a cool guitar.
It's a very cool guitar. Using them together, yeah, like I'd kind of keep the G2 a little more in the middle, I would say.
Yeah.
Live stream rig is called a phone, but we can plug amps into this. Yeah, Robbie will definitely do some NAM stuff. I would probably go, somewhere along these lines.
Yeah.
I guess it would depend on kind of what I was going for. Like, I generally feel like if I'm using both of them together, it's going for more of a high gain sound.
Yes.
Like, if I'm using either one of them on their own, like, it would either be more of like a classic kind of rock sound like that. Or with the tilt, you know. But together, like, you know, this for rhythm tone. Something like that for like a rhythm tone.
Yeah.
But the drive is so transparent that like when you kick it in. What preset did I turn on?
See you, Poo Ninja. Have a good week.
See you, Poo Ninja. Always good to have you, man.
Yeah.
Ah. There you go.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
It's nice. I mean, like just even like, you know, running the tilt into the G2, shaping the tilt going into it. Like the amount of difference you can get.
Yeah.
Right? Just the way they all work together. And that's kind of what I think is nice about having two pedals that kind of just have a different kind of overall feel and intention within the same realm of gain because they just stack together really nicely. I'm pretty happy with how that sounds.
Yeah, I like
that gives me pretty much everything I would need for, you know, most gain settings. You know?
I do like that a lot.
Yeah.
See, since I don't have a G2, I'm gonna kind of experiment around here and see what I would naturally gravitate towards. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the Just turn the reverb off.
You can also turn it down.
No such thing. It's either
It's either on or not.
All or none.
Yeah.
Even that right out of the gate, I like a lot.
Mm-hmm. Pedal does a better plexi-ish sound. I mean, they can both definitely get into that realm. The G2 is a little more amp channel-y if you want something that's going to sound more like an amplifier. But if you're running the Tilt with the right amp, I think you could probably get closer.
Yep.
I would say. Yeah.
That's just the two pedals. I turned off the effects loop and the gate, so.
It's funny how clean that is with the Fishmans for all those being turned on. Is your volume all the way up?
Yeah.
Crazy. That's super crisp.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I like it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think yeah.
That sounds really good.
Probably tweak a lot more, but I like that.
It's funny though, because like using all three, like you have three different gain stages together, and
know.
it's like not totally out of control. You know,
Yeah.
like everything just kind of fits together nicely, and I think that's something that I've become more of a fan of over the years. I would say, is like not just having all of your gain come from one source and having other kind of stages act together that fill out a different space. Like you end up getting just a lot more of a full sound that way, rather than just having one pedal kind of generating everything like frequency wise too. You know. This fills out a lot more space, so that sounds real good. I like that a lot. Yeah.
I like that a lot. Yeah, I feel like I gravitate more towards playing punkier stuff. Like that was the Offspring, so.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know, I like that.
Offspring. I think we're sending them something soon.
I think so, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
I think I heard something about
them
that.
some treats. We'll post more about that later too. But
Haribo gummies.
Mitch says, played my buddy's D20 to the Tilt. I love the boost on the Tilt and the D20. So much fun with that and just the push-pull gain. Exactly, and Sean was saying that was kind of the intent. That was one of his favorite uses for that as well. And the way that it hits like a broken up power section just brings so much out of it for sure. Yeah, Ryan. Hey, Ryan, how's your cab, dude? Did you get your cab yet? I know we shipped it, I think last week. But he's so much taller.
It's true.
Compensating. We're turning him down.
Yeah.
What are you, 6'6"?
7.
6'7"?
7
You're
feet,
5
actually.
inches taller than me.
Yeah.
Half a foot. Yeah, it's a decent amount. You're just also very tall.
You're just going to say large.
Yeah, I was going to say large, but that's offensive, so I'll say tall.
Not to me.
No. I mean, yeah.
So much versatility there, yeah. So I wonder how that would sound with like a neck pickup or something. Okay. I thought you were gonna just start ripping. I feel like it sounds super vintage with the neck.
The classic 70s lick.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the neck pickup of a Strat. Cliff says, I've never really used any type of boost because my amps are such high gain amps, but the Tilt's flexibility makes it really desirable. I will say it's a nice boost. I mean, if you want to boost it gain wise, yes, but also just in terms of what the Tilt EQ does.
Yeah.
Like I use it for, I know, like Cliff, I know you like to play a lot of high gain stuff. I'll plug it in with a 7-string for a sec just so you can hear, but like with the boost side specifically, I think it's a really nice way to shape the low end kind of boominess that you might get from like a lower tuned guitar. So like when I was saying before, like with my D20 rig, I'll definitely use the G2 and the Tilt together. On the 120 rig, the tilt is usually just what I use because I have all the amp channels on the amp. But the tilt boost is something that I utilize on the high gain channels and is unique to the tilt. So,
kind of sculpt it.
yeah, totally. Just kind of like, I mean, we got the G3 here, so let's see what we can dial in with the D20 because I like how all this sounds.
Holy. It's like I'm playing Doom.
See, that's what the push-pull does, which is why I usually keep it in, because if I want to use the G3, it gets out of control real quick with the push-pull. Not out of control, but you know what I mean. So that's just the G3 into the D20. Tilt on, if you listen to the attack.
Yeah. Ooh.
Right? Like right away, it's just...
Open up this pit.
So this is without the tilt. And then tilts.
And that's exactly what I'm going to be playing next week.
Yes, I'm going to teach you that riff. I'll teach you
Watch the heavens open.
yeah, that riff I'll teach you. Yeah.
Whoa, Mitch is drinking a blunt? What?
Yeah, push pull the D20. Yeah, that's real hot.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, again, with. So even if you're a high gain player, like, I will say the drive side is transparent enough that it boosts nicely as well, but the boost side for like heavy rhythms and stuff is a total game changer. So I absolutely will vouch for using it on an amp that is already high gain, for sure.
I got nothing to say.
That's the 7-string portion of the evening.
Next week is
the rest of it for next week.
Yeah, next week is 7-string.
Next week is chug time. Big chug times. Yeah. Teach Luke. Actually, Icarus Lives would be a good intro 7-string riff, and it's not to downplay Periphery at all because they have awesome riffs, and that's just a good example of like a catchy riff that isn't overly complicated that just sounds good. We'll teach you that.
Cool. Is
P90 week, we could do that. We could. I feel like that's
we just got to find guitars with P90s.
Yeah, we haven't done a lot of that. How does the tilt boost for high gain solos?
Oh, Manny has two.
High gain solos. Manny has two guitars with P90s?
Yep.
Sweet.
He has a G&L ASAT.
No, my Reverend has P90s.
Oh, I have a Reverend. Which one?
Club King 290.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sweet. You like the kind of like
weird guitars?
Yeah, the offsets.
The hipsters.
I do.
The hipster ones.
Absolutely.
The hipster church guitars.
Yeah, that's what I do. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. Nice. Yeah, they sound great. It's such like a different thing that I can play, but it sounds so cool. Yeah, sure. We could do that. It'd be fun. Tilt boost for high gain solos.
And why are you looking at me?
It's your turn.
No.
Go for it.
No.
Okay.
I can't solo. I'll play rhythm, but I can't solo.
I mean, same thing. You can kind of use it as a boost. Like, let's find a decent lead tone here and then turn it on. Okay, so especially with neck pickup leads, 100%. Because... everything's just way more pronounced.
Yeah. Gives it life.
Like for the chubbier, like it's really chubby with just the neck pickup on its own. Like I think that, that's part of what that sound is
yeah.
It's a little boomy or not as defined, but with the tilt on. just like so much more attack and kind of clarity and like the mids and,
Yeah.
and everything. So for neck pickup especially, but even for so this is with the tilt off. And then with the tilt on. Just bring, I don't know. It's just like more of everything you want. It's,
Yeah,
it's a dumb
exactly.
way to say it. Like it just brings out a lot more of like the natural frequencies of what you're playing. And it makes the attack so much tighter and it just feels better under your hands. So even with the G2, like, yeah, 100%. Like they work together really nicely for that reason. So over 12 bar Luke, what key? Let's play some blues.
I don't care.
Your turn, yeah.
Time to burn. B. Is that what
B?
you're doing? B.
Gonna do B blues.
Sure.
All right, Luke's gonna rip a solo for the first time ever.
here
How
we
fast
go.
do you want it?
As fast as you want. Okay. Here we go. Oh. My volume was off. Oh no.
Off to a
I'm
great
coming back,
start.
I'm
This is
coming
like
back,
a
I'm
bad
coming
dream that I have when my rig doesn't work.
I'm coming back. Don't worry, I'm coming back. I'm ready, I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay, ready? You thought I was gonna solo.
Actually, let's
No
do it.
way.
Come on, Luke solo.
I can't.
Come on. No, you gotta do it. Come
I
on.
only know the pentatonic.
Yeah, exactly.
Up and
play B,
down.
play B pentatonic.
Okay.
Play it.
Okay.
Not
No,
top
you
gun.
go first. You go first.
I understand that I didn't know what
I know, I
happened
know, I
to
know.
Goose.
Oh, it actually is in B. Okay. For some reason, I was trying to get the minor.
Yeah,
That's what it is. Okay.
let's go, bud.
Okay. Gotta turn the reverb down. For some reason, I turned it up.
We'll go. Your first solo ever. Congratulations. You're a real
Soloer.
lead guitar player
Yay.
now. Oh boy. Good job, Luke. There we go.
A little bit.
Nice. Let's add it. Go. Yeah. Act us up, Luke. There we go.
Yeah.
Good job, everybody. Luke took a solo. Luke's first solo.
No, I've taken
one else?
solos before, but on the stream. But I kind of just mess up when I do it.
It's like a new man. Just need
Yeah.
your 5 tones, your pentatonic. Good to go.
There you go.
Do some two walkers. That's all you need to do is solo of the blues. Yeah, exactly. Some Jeff Beck. R.I.P. Jeff Beck. No
Yeah.
one can do Jeff Beck except for him.
And also, the bassist of the Screaming Trees passed away today or yesterday.
Oh, no way.
Recently, yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Man,
Good
this year's
band.
not off to a good start.
Yeah.
I feel like we say that every year. And
I
I
know.
feel like people, unfortunately, people pay more attention at the beginning of the year because they're like, who's it going to be? And then everything starts rolling in, and it's like, oh, why did you wish for this? This is not good. Sean Tubbs said, nicely done. There you go.
It means a lot. Thank
There
you.
you go.
Wash hands, wash hands, wash hands. He's he's doing emojis that I can't.
Derek, I hope you're not
Yeah,
driving
but-
right now. Yeah.
He's on a gravel road and he's just.
Yeah. Anyways, that's it as far as our educational portion of the evening goes. So the question is, what would you guys put on your board if you could only choose one?
Yeah.
Between the Tilt and the G2. I'm always that person. I do use them both, so I think that they're both extremely useful for different reasons. If I had to have one, I would go with the Tilt because it is very, very multifunctional. It has two sides. The boost side is something that I use for every sound I use now. So I use the G2. I will continue to use the G2. If I had to have one, I would go with the Tilt.
Yeah, you nailed it. I would have to go with the Tilt just for the boost, but I also have discovered during this stream that I do really enjoy that G2 as well. And should
it's a great way just
one.
to have the generator channels like with a D20 rig.
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
And like really, they you know, not just to blow smoke up Dan's ass, but like they do a really good job of feeling and sounding like the channels do with the D20. So if you're looking for a more compact rig solution, the pedals work really well with just the platform of the D20. And the Tilt is its own flavor that you can use in conjunction with that, and you can use them both together in different ways.
Yep. Can't go wrong with either of them.
Yeah, and I'll continue to do that. But Tilt would be the Desert Island pedal.
Yeah.
They're both a necessity for when I'm using the D20.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That's why Dave just said yes, because you can't go wrong with either of them.
Everyone says Tilt. Dave says yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
He wants both of them.
But I will say, like the G2, again, like I can put that in front of any clean amp, and it'll sound like the second channel in the generator. So for that reason as well, you know, the G2 is obviously a must-have. So yeah, I think they're again, you know, similar amount of gain, but different intended application and different voice, different compression, different kind of feel. Yeah.
Just keep saying bod.
Bod.
You're sitting at the Airbnb.
Let's do a bod count.
Yeah, that's I
Sitting
think
at the Airbnb,
7 now.
hanging out 7 bods.
I think.
It's more bods than I have.
Yeah.
I got 4 of you guys here. We're good. Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks for checking it out, guys.
Yep. It's fun.
Next week, we will have. Yeah, we're gonna teach you how to chug.
Yep.
We're gonna
Me
teach
and the viewers.
So as I was kind of saying before, like a lot of the ideas that we get for these streams are based on what you guys are commenting here, and what we get in the service emails. I have a dad bod. No, it's bod with an O.
Yeah.
Come on, Alex.
Yeah, Alex. Get an Alex. Write your own Alex Messam banner. No, I'm just kidding.
James says sorry, we're going back to that. James says Tilt because it has a bit more of a way of contouring the sound. I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It kind of shapes everything else around it. Beer and don't chug it.
Chug it.
Sorry, yeah, a lot of the ideas that we get for these streams are based on feedback in here and in the community, like the Revv community on Facebook. Hey, if you guys didn't know, we have
I don't know if we've said it enough.
we haven't said that before ever on the stream, and we'll never continue to say that ever, every stream, multiple times. But we have a Facebook group, and a lot of the ideas we get on here in terms of stuff that we want to try out for gear, or just with our stuff, whether, you know, we like trying out stuff that's not Revv stuff, but stuff we can do with our gear. P90 Week, there you go.
And Jazz Master Week.
We haven't
that's
done
what
that.
I want.
There you go. That's something we haven't done, and that's something that we might not have thought of because Manny's too nice to tell us stuff to do. So, so maybe next time we'll do it. But if you guys have any suggestions for things that you want us to stream, post it in the group, post it on any of the streams on YouTube. We're checking that stuff out. Message any of us here. Next week, we've been getting a lot of, like this week was something, like the last couple streams, a lot of people we've seen asking, why should I get either of the Tilt or G2? So we wanted to do that this week. Derek, how's the new GGT SE? That's
interesting.
Sick. Let us know. Yeah, what new gear have you guys played this week since last week? Anyone tried any new stuff?
Nope. Yeah, no.
But yeah, next week, we've been getting a lot of questions again. It seems like high gain, like heavy tones are in again. So next week, we're going to dive into that with the Pro Series amps and pedals, and we're going to teach Luke how to play a 7-string and
That'll be fun.
chug like not a little boy.
Yes. And also
Sean?
hollow body and semi-hollow body would
Nice.
be good too.
It's really good. Nice, man. Yeah, the SE stuff from PRS is definitely some of the, like, the mid-range Schecters and the mid-range PRSs, the offshore stuff, are probably some of my favorite guitars for that price range right now, I would say. Both those guys are just killing it. Yeah, not as good as, obviously not. Well, it's kind of like the import NJ versus this, right? Like, it's killer killer guitar for the price, but it's versus a $5,000 USA made guitar, it's going to be a little bit different.
No, it doesn't, Alex.
Alex,
Just kidding.
Alex, that does count.
Yeah. You know what? I have to say I tried the Volante for the first time this week.
Yeah, what do you think of it?
I like it.
After you got it working. Same thing for me.
Very subtle, but I like it.
Once it started working, it was great. And by started working, I mean once
Manny, can you help us?
once we got Manny to tell us how it works,
Yeah.
so that we could operate it properly.
It's kind of how it goes
It
around
worked.
here. Manny's the helper.
Hollow Earth Week as in hollow bodies. There you go. We should do hollow body week. That's
Yep.
definitely something we haven't done here.
Hollow and
Derek's got the
semi-hollow.
Lucille.
I have
Derek,
a Dot.
Derek has the new PRS he got actually
Yes.
from Mitch Fraser's brother.
Yep.
Forgive me, I forget your name at the moment, but it was Mitch Fraser's brother. He got the hollow body PRS from. What else?
Bo has an Epiphone Rivera, I think. I have a Dot, which is a 335.
Yeah,
My G&L's a semi-hollow.
Right.
it's an ASAP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a good buddy that has a really nice 335 that he'd probably let us borrow. Yeah, we can do that. Do hollow body week. It'd be fun. Yeah.
New Cat 5e cable's nice.
Chris Fraser, thank
That
you.
is some
Derek.
exciting
Chris,
stuff.
right.
Thanks, Derek. It was Chris Fraser who Derek traded for
Oh,
the PRS.
White Falcon, right.
The White Falcon, yeah. And did you sell the Chad Atkins, Derek?
Nope, not yet.
No? So we have those two as well.
Casinos
Okay.
do seem cool.
So we have access to quite a few. Yeah, we should definitely do that.
There's a
Maybe
bunch.
Derek, once you're back, we can do that so you can get your Gretches in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brian Setzer, yeah. Whole
Yeah.
bunch of them.
Yeah, not the Chet Atkins. It's a Brian Setzer, I think, is what it's called. That orange one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm pretty
It's a
sure
Brian
it's
Setzer, what is it called? Country Gentleman?
that's the Chet
But that's
Atkins.
also the Chet Atkins one? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's Chet Atkins, the country gentleman.
Maybe.
Yeah. Love some deep dives into DynaIR. Sure.
Mike?
We've been talking about doing that for a while. Just doing one where we actually have because we can feed a computer into the switcher, so we could have a computer screen here with the TuneNote software and go through how to load your own cabinets, how to use the software, all that stuff. So
All I'm saying is I won't be there for that week, no matter what it is, because I will be of no help whatsoever.
you can play. We'll dial the cabinets.
Perfect.
Hollow bodies are killer if you can control the feedback. Yeah, definitely. It's
Yeah.
a specific vibe, Cliff. But I feel like if you're using a hollow body for high gain, like you're someone who gets that vibe. You know what you're doing. Like,
It's crazy. I actually played my Dot on Sunday because I had to charge this guitar, so I was like, you know what, I'll give it a chance
so you had to what?
Play it. I had
Why
to
do you
charge
why do you
this-
have to charge it?
because they're active. Look, can we zoom in on that? Look, you see that micro USB right there?
Oh, what do you do if it
Future.
dies?
Plug it in, and then bring a backup guitar. Anyways,
Okay,
I was playing the.
I like taking digs at you, but I like the
Oh, that's
questions
fine.
too, so it's okay.
Yeah, I plugged it in, and I got more compliments on my tone than I ever have. It was really weird.
Nice.
I think it was just the hollow body sound,
Nice. Yeah,
kind
definitely.
of the warm, like it's super warm sounding compared to these.
Yeah. Much more open.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good times.
Mic pieces. Can't wait to try the 612s. Yeah, we got one actually in the
We had
corner
one
in
here.
the
Oh,
corner
no,
by
it
the
is here.
SE there, by the PRS SE that we had. Let's see if we got the.
Robocams are going. They're working
Yeah,
right
there
now.
it is,
you
the
go.
612. And we got some fun stuff coming with those too. But yeah, we built a couple 612s. That was one we built just to have in the studio, but we built that one at the same time as the Comeback Kid ones.
Yes.
The second Comeback Kid ones, because we've done 2 sets of 612s for them now, because those guys like to punish themselves and carry 612s around without cases. Dorian and I picked it up yesterday and we're like, man, how are they? I guess Jeremy's like jacked.
Yeah, he's big.
Yeah, he's a beast.
But at the same time, it's like, holy crap, man, these things weigh so much.
Yeah. Ibanez Art Core nice. Those are nice too.
Those are really
Oh, yeah,
nice. Two
Fishman's.
Birdlands.
Oh
Cool
yeah,
stuff.
Fishman's.
Davey Seconds, deep dive into IRs, but look at how you guys choose the ones that work for you. Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
I'll let you in on a secret. I use the Revv 412 IR with high pass at 100 something hertz, and then a 2.2K boost in like 3 decibels. Then I pull something out. I forget.
Do you know what any of that means, or did you just look at the screen and saw that's what it says?
No, I know what I'm talking about somewhat.
I'm fucking.
Give a little bit of bite in the 2.2.
I will say
you know?
I've messed around with a lot of different IRs and stuff, and the Revv, like, again, not trying to sound like biased or whatever, but like the Revv captures the ones that come nice. Like, we're having fun doing that. The
I'm having a lot of fun.
The Revv captures really do sound great.
Yes.
Yeah. Paul did a really good job on them, and like Paul is a genius, and that room also sounds great, like the stereo bus captures. So, yeah, Cool. If you guys have any other questions or any other things that you would like us to show you, let us know now, and we can do that before we sign out of here and go home.
Yeah, it'll be like 5 minutes because the Wi-Fi is not great right now. I've noticed that the comments have been rolling in a lot later than normal.
Yeah, it's been spotty the past couple days in general. I'm not sure why, because the weather hasn't been that bad. But either way, anything you should do a week on vintage effects. Cool, always fun.
Yeah. Oh, I saw there was a what was it, Manny? The Digitech, the multi-effects on Kijiji. What's it called? The 34, 45? What's it called? The yellow one?
I don't remember. You showed it to me for like 2 seconds, and I didn't actually read what it was.
Okay. No, it's the Digitech multi-effects from like a long time ago you guys were talking about on the stream last week. Like the exact model. It's for sale for like $40 in Winnipeg.
Cool.
I forget what it's called.
Derek sent me a Dan Echo pedal that's on sale in Nashville for like $50. Like one of the old ones that he's like, "Do you want this?" I was like, "Great, I'll pay for it. Just grab it." $50. Why not?
Yeah, it's a good deal.
Yeah.
2112.
Is that it?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I can check.
Like Rush, Derek, your favorite band?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, thank you, folks, for tuning in. Good to do a stream with you again, Luke.
Yeah.
We will be back again next week where we're teaching Luke how to chug like a man.
It'll be fun.
It'll be a fun time.
I'm open to learn.
Yeah, he's on his phone right now.
I'm checking what that Digitech was.
You are? Okay.
Yeah,
you don't have to hide your phone. You can search it up.
I'm not hiding
What
it.
is
I'm just putting it.
Let's find out what the Digitech is first. Is that the Digitech thing?
Was it not a Digitech? Maybe it wasn't.
Search Digitech 2112.
2112. Well, there's nothing coming up on.
I know what you mean though, Derek. Like it's a number like that for sure.
It's yellow. I know that.
We'll find it. We'll find it for next week. Good chilling. Yeah, good to see you, Robbie.
Yeah, it was good seeing you guys.
Yeah, we're gonna send him home with the Jackson with the Evertune on it this week, and he can.
I'm scared.
It's a lot of strings.
I know.
It's more strings than normal.
Does As I Lay Dying use 7 strings, or do they just use 6 strings downtuned?
I don't know.
Because I was gonna learn.
I know they played
nothing
in drop
left.
I know they played in drop C for a while, but I don't know about their new stuff. Nah, the old school one is black and pink. He says.
There was some weird yellow multi-effects something rather that I saw that I thought was cool, but I guess it must have sold, or it's on Facebook.
Whatever.
I'll do my research.
Nice. Alrighty, thanks guys.
Cool.
We'll be back next week. Thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe if you're not. You'll get notifications when we're doing these types of things, and we're hoping to do a whole bunch more soon. So, thanks for tuning in. You're gonna crank her up. That wasn't that much.
Oh, maybe it's the, I don't know.
Turn the repeats up. There you go.
Oh, that's cool. Shoegaze. Oh, it's just feedbacking itself now. I don't like this.
There it is. Thanks, everybody. It sounds...
I'm not even, look, I'm not even on.
I know. I killed it. Okay, we're good. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
How do I stop it?
I just ate a whole large pizza.
How do I stop it?
You can't. It's going forever. We're stuck here in stream purgatory until they decide to hit the end broadcast button, which they should do now.
I can't even hear what you're saying
there,
anymore.
Right there, right there.